You ever had this happen where you get a really good deal and you send it out to your email list or you text it or whatever, right? You start marketing the deal and you get a bunch of people that are interested buyers. And then all of a sudden you think you've got the deal sold and your buyer starts ghosting you. They stop replying to you, they stop calling back, they stop replying to your text messages. Why is it that your buyers act interested and then ultimately start ghosting you? In this video, I'm gonna answer, why do your buyers ghost you? It's a wonderful question. One of my students asked me, and this is a video of me actually answer the question for them. So guys, if you're getting any value, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this with somebody else that's constantly complaining about why their deals are being ghosted on. It's probably because they have bad deals, but at the end of the day, this video will give you a more in-depth reason why. So Carlos.
Yes, sir.
If I come to you and I have endless amounts of money and I go, Carlos, let's do this project together. How much are we going to make? And I don't know anything about real estate. I don't know anything about comps. I don't know anything about income approach. I don't know anything about anything except I got a bunch of money. How much money am I going to make if I buy this property from you?
Let me get a calculator, huh?
I don't want a calculator. Here's what I have. I have a checkbook and a pen.
Okay.
That's what I have. I don't want to touch a calculator. It's your job to tell me how much I'm going to make.
Okay.
Right. So if you're confused on how your buyer is going to make money, then how do you know where to negotiate?
Good point.
Do you see how that made that whole question of look, I'm the lender. Look at Lawrence, for example. Thank you, Lawrence, for bringing so much value to this group today. Think about Lawrence. Do you think Lawrence wants to hear about comps? Did you see Lawrence and his level of experience in real estate?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he wants to hear about your comps and pull out a calculator, or does he want to make sure he is investing in somebody that just knows their numbers?
Well, he's more interested in his return. Yeah.
Right. So at the end of the day, I don't care about the comps or anything else. That's your job to bring them to me. So my question is, what are you pitching a seller for if you don't know the purchase price and what it should be?
So I got the purchase price.
Yeah, but it obviously is not a good purchase price because your buyers that are intelligent have come back to you and said they're not interested. So did you ask those buyers and say, where would you be interested in that? What purchase price would get you interested so I can go back to the seller and renegotiate? Did you get that far?
The last contact I made, I actually asked them, could you share your number so I understand why it didn't work for you?
Yep.
The previous folks I talked to, they just kind of stopped replying to my text messages. So waiting.
Carlos, when you went on PropStream and you found other multifamily buyers in Brownsville and you reached out to them and you said, hey, my name is Carlos. I've got a potential project for you. I'm wondering if you could run numbers for me. What did they say to you?
Didn't do that.
Right.
I just went to the community.
So what we need to do you have that link? This is why Tanisha is at my house right now. Except she would be doing this regardless. So what she's going to do, Carlos, is she's going to put a link in the side. She just did how to find cash buyers with Asher and Laura. Go watch that. And you're going to find, I don't want you talking to anybody in the group. I don't want you talking to anybody on Facebook. I don't want you talking to anybody on Craigslist or anything else. I want you going into PropStream or on Batch Leads, and I want you to find people who have actually purchased similar properties and call them.
Gotcha.
That's the missing step we've got. Because nothing I'm going to say to you is going to change that step. That is 100% what you need to do right now.
Okay. I will do that.
And freaking great job, by the way.
Well, thanks.
But now we know our next step, right?
Sure do.
Can you please do that for me and follow back up with me?
I will do that.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Brownsville, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So can we talk about that for just a second, please? Can we just pause for a second? Who in here feels like they've done that themselves, where they'll go and they're sitting there negotiating with a seller and they don't? Tanisha's raising her hand. She's actually touching the ceiling to raise it. Her hand's so high right now. Physically raise your hand if you've done that. Justin,
Raise your hand. We've all done it. Justin's like, no, actually I haven't, Pace. He's like, oh, he's going to raise both his hands. Okay. So do we understand that that actually is the proper step? The proper step is just getting on the phone with an actual buyer. And I don't know where that disconnect is. I don't know why people don't treat their buyers as like their best friends. I could call in the very beginning of the mentorship, I would call my buyers and I would get on the phone with them. And the last time I did this, I stopped doing it because my buyer started talking to me about his dating life and how he's dating 8 girls at the same time. And I was like, okay, this is probably not a good conversation to have. But I used to just call my buyers and show you guys how my relationship with my buyers are. Your best friends should be the people buying your properties. So you guys need to have conversations and relationships with your buyers. You need to go on double dates with them. You need to go play golf with them. You need to be friendly with them, and they need to, you know, be invited to your family barbecues. Your buyers are your best friends. But yeah, that's the point. So really, really good job there. Really proud of you for going out and finding that seller. But in order to find the right price to lock the seller up at, if it's a challenging house to comp, you need to just reach out to a buyer. A lot of times, if you're reaching out to the group and somebody starts ghosting you, I'm going to tell you guys, can I give you guys, I want everybody to write this down. There's 3 reasons why somebody will ghost you. Not sellers, but buyers. There's 3 reasons why people you're trying to JV with or people you're trying to sell deals to will ghost you. The first one is they're busy and you need to bother them. I have to be bothered. This is probably the slowest day I've had in like 6 months of my life. And you can still see I'm in meetings and I'm doing things. It's been the slowest day in 6 months. Like today was a day off for me. Right. So if people are texting me, you know, it's going to be hard to get a hold of me. So you got to stay on top of me, stay on top of my text thread. Right. So 1, they're busy. 2, they're not really buying. And they're too embarrassed to tell you that they're not in the market. I don't know why that is, but a lot of people do that. Where I'll be like, dude, if you're not buying, yeah, man, I'm so sorry. Like I just so busy with my active projects. I just can't buy that deal right now. Okay, but okay, man, you told me 3 days ago that you were a buyer for it to send it over to you, and now you're ghosting me. Okay, you're telling me you're too busy to take on any more projects, but essentially you're too embarrassed to just tell me that you're too busy. Because check this out. Imagine if you are this is a good one. Okay. So when I was starting out in the construction world, I used to do a lot of handyman work for property management companies. So a property management company would reach out to me and go, hey, we need you to go do X, Y, and Z, garbage disposal, fix of this, light fixture, blah, blah, blah. If I said yes to them, my workflow amplified and I would just continually say yes. And even when I was overwhelmed, I just kept saying yes because I knew, and Justin will know this because he's in the trades as well. You say no to somebody in the trades, they will immediately go use someone else. And so people are fearful of saying no to you because they're fearful that you won't send them another deal. And so what's better for them is to just pretend like they're too busy to even respond to you. And then hopefully their pipeline gets cleared up. And in 2 or 3 weeks, then you reach out to them for another deal and then they buy that one. It's a weird thing, but if you've been in the trades, you know what that means. You say yes, business goes crazy. You say no, you lose all your traction. Okay. So that's the second reason. And the third reason is because you keep sending them bad deals. And I know that that's not the case in this situation, but I would say it's either number 1. Oh, you know what? There's probably a 4th one too. Here's the 4th one. They're not really a buyer and they don't know what to do with the property either. And they said, reach out to me, I'll help. Reach out to me, I'll help. Reach out to me, I'll help. And then when you reach out to them for help, they go, oh, damn, I'm stumped. But they don't want to say I'm stumped. Is this resonating with anybody? Does anybody agree with this? Does anybody else feel? So those are the 4 reasons. What are they? Did anybody take notes? Okay, here we go. Oh, of course, Tanisha did. Amazing. So I don't even remember them, but she does. So here they are. 4 reasons why a buyer will ghost you. They are busy. You need to keep reaching out. 2, not buying right now. May be embarrassed to tell you for the fear that you won't send them another deal. I do that. I really do that. I'm bad for that. You keep sending bad deals and wasting their time, or 4, they're not really a buyer at all. So the way that we mitigate that is, first and foremost, go to PropStream. Make sure that they have actually closed on a transaction. They are on a recorded HUD or a recorded deed, and you can verify that they have actually bought a few properties this year, and they're a verified bona fide buyer. So you're not wasting time with one of these Facebook wholesalers. Nothing against Facebook wholesalers. We make money on wholesaling stuff on Facebook as well, but it's very unreliable. So now that I've verified that I actually have a real buyer, now there's only 3 reasons why that person would be ghosting me. And those are it. They're busy. You need to stay on top of mind. 2, they're not buying right now, but they're too embarrassed to tell you that. Or 3, you keep sending bad deals and wasting their time. I've experienced all 4 of those.